Hello and welcome to the very first video on Slide Scholar. For the very first topic, I've decided to discuss something that is currently going on at this very moment. It has bugged a lot of people and is on the same level as the Rachel Zegler controversy that occurred a few months ago. That topic is: why is Lilo and Stitch getting a lot of hate? Now, on the 23rd of May 2025, so about 2 to 3 weeks ago, Disney released the latest live-action remake of Lilo and Stitch. As of the making of this presentation, the film has grossed a whopping $613.5 million in the box office and a 93% on the audience score for Rotten Tomatoes. But despite the big numbers, it has been met with intense criticism, most notably from YouTube critics or fans of the original 2002 classic. Today's presentation is going to explain the backlash against this film, and why some are going as far as calling it Disney's worst remake yet, besides Snow White about 2 months prior. Number 1. Captain Gantu's absence. In the original 2002 film, Captain Gantu was the main antagonist / Disney villain, responsible for the events that transpired, especially the third act in which he kidnaps Lilo, leading to Stitch saving her. However, it was announced prior to release that he would be cut from the film. The director of the film, Dean Fleischer Camp, said that he couldn't work in a live-action format. This was mostly because the film's budget was of $100 million, and that it was meant to be streaming on Disney Plus, like the infamous Pinocchio remake, released previously in 2022. This sent fans into an outrage because he was a driving force in the original, so events could happen the way they did. With Gantu cut, it weakened the emotional impact in some scenes. For example, I've seen some commenters from other videos saying that without Gantu, the meaning of Ohana being family wouldn't be front and center, because no one gets left behind. Without him in the movie, how can it stand on its own? Number 2. The portrayal of Nani Pelekai. One of the most talked about in reviews for the film was Nani Pelikai, played by Sydney Elizabeth Agudong. Many felt her character was assassinated, as she was shown to be mean-spirited than her amateur counterpart, which was voiced by Tia Carrere, whom in fact made an appearance in the film. A very divisive moment in the film that is criticised and in fact talked about since the film's release is the scene where Nani gives up Lilo to the social workers so she can go to university and pursue her dreams. This made everyone feel very let down, as it missed the point of the term ohana, meaning that family sticks together no matter what. Thus started a trend that you might mostly see online. Ohana means abandoning your child. Frustrating, yes, I know, but it's how people feel. Number 3. Jumba Chukiba. One other character besides Nani is Dr. Jumbo Chukiba, played by Zach Galifianakis. Many were not a fan of his portrayal, as he didn't have the iconic Russian accent as he did in the original, voiced by David Ogden Stiers. In an interview, it was revealed that Zach Galifianakis was going to give Jumbo his Russian accent, but was told not to. He was also changed to be the main antagonist of the feature as a replacement for Gontu. That and his CGI appearance, while faithful to his animated counterpart, was not translated so well as he was given realistic hairs on his body to make him more grounded. Number 4. Pacing. The pacing in the film has been described as rushed. While the feature does play out like the original, there is no time for the audience to breathe and take in what's happened, weakening the impact the scenes have altogether. Number 5. Pleakley's cross-dressing. The most iconic part of Pleakley in the original film was cross-dressing, where he and Jumbo wore disguises so they could blend in with the environment while searching for Stitch. However, in the 2025 remake, that specific element was taken out. Dean Fleischer Camp explained that he tried putting Pleakley in a dress, but the outcome wasn't what he expected. I tried. And so, because of all these issues, is why many do not like the remake. They didn't go in expecting to hate it because it looked promising based on the trailers. They wanted it to prove their skepticism wrong. But instead, they received a watered down version of the original film with bad pacing, badly written characters, and the emotional weight not landing as much. And when someone says they like the film but not without acknowledging its flaws, they become annoyed as they felt the film butchered the original meaning. It's why you see comments such as, "Stay off drugs," and "No, not really, they're all trash," including the serious that she made is so disrespectful not only to people who actually watch the movie, but just as a movie in general. It super sucks. And the reason some are calling Disney's worst remake, worse than Milan and Pinocchio, that is because it didn't stay true to its themes regarding family, whereas Milan remake, despite being bad as well, stayed true to its theme of war and grief. And to clarify, people did not come in expecting a 1-1 adaptation of the original film, as that would be considered pointless. What they wanted was for the essence of the original to shine through. But instead, it was significantly downplayed. That's why they left disappointed, not because it was a remake, but because it didn't hit as hard as the original did. And don't worry, you may see many negative reviews from this film, but it doesn't mean you shouldn't go and see for yourself. It just means that it didn't land for the majority of audiences. You never know, because it might work for you. Now, after watching this video, you guys should now know why so many people hated the live action Lilo and Stitch remake. The next topic we'll be going over soon is discussing whether the backlash is overblown or justified. This was Slide Scholar. Till next time.